The Civil Protection play a huge role towards the start of Half-Life 2. They set the setting for the rest of the game. As soon as you start the game, the Civil Protection show the Combine's possession of the Earth. You see them pushing people around and ordering them where to go. You can also see the fear that the people in City 17 have of the Civil Protection and the Combine as a whole. The Civil Protection at the start of the game can be seen wielding pistols and stun sticks. You could pick up the stun sticks in a beta version of the game, however in the final version of Half-Life 2 they can't be picked up. The pistols can be picked up. You get the first pistol after killing a Metrocop with your crowbar. You can later see them wielding SMGs, and up until that point they've only carried pistols. The Combine Metrocops are not modified in any way, and are instead people who volunteered. Metrocops get certain privileges over regular citizens, to get more rations and also a proper place to live. While they seem intimidating, they're actually the weakest out of the Combine soldiers. They have little to no armor, leaving them very vulnerable to all kinds of attacks. They also have no combat training, meaning they can be pretty dumb during battles and have no coordination between one another. The Metrocops have external radios that you can clearly hear, unlike the Overwatch Combine soldiers who have the radio embedded into their head. They can also release manhacks to flush out the player. They are limited to one manhack however. You can clearly see which Combine Metrocop can send out manhacks by a backpack on their backs.
Combine Overwatch soldiers are equipped with submachine guns, shotguns, or AR-2 pulse rifles, as well as grenades. Combine soldiers traditionally work in stabilization teams of 4 to 6, each team having at least one soldier armed with a shotgun and another armed with an AR-2 pulse rifle. During combat, soldiers will attempt to flank the player. Unlike the Civil Protection units, they support additional armor, referred to as body packs, that makes them eat a few more bullets than the Metro Police. They also have augmentations, which makes them more effective during combat, complete with a vocoder instead of a voice box that allows them to communicate even if their lungs aren't functioning. Overwatch soldiers use a variety of squad tactics when engaging hostile targets. These tactics include flanking, providing each other with covering fire, and effective use of grenades. They always exercise caution in entering an area and with structures that offer concealment. There are a few variants of the Combine soldiers. The Combine Sniper is seen after the Ravenholm chapter. They show their sightline with a blue laser. They will shoot you if they have a line of sight. They will also shoot objects out of your hand, and they will shoot explosive barrels nearby to you. They are trained to avoid bullets, but a well-placed explosion can easily dispatch them. We never get to see this variant of soldier up close, however if you spawn them in they just look like regular Combine soldiers. Shotgun soldiers exclusively wield the shotgun. Shotgun soldiers can be distinguished by their brown and red uniform and body packs. Their helmets are slightly darker than the average Overwatch soldier, and they have a blood red goggle design. They also bear the Overwatch Elite insignia on a red shoulder pad, signifying that they may be a branch of the Overwatch Elite, a higher ranked soldier variant, or a squad leader. Shotgun soldiers are also the only Combine unit seen using Combine terminals. This happens when the Citadel core is unstable. When far enough away from the trooper, he will use the computer, seemingly in an attempt to prevent the core's detonation. The soldier will ignore Gordon even when shot at. Shotgun soldiers usually charge the target to get within point-blank range. If they are successful in charging at the target, they will attack the enemy with a melee attack and then retreat. Prison guards are tasked with guarding and maintaining the Nova Prospect facility. These guards are almost identical to the standard Overwatch soldiers, using the same weapons and having the same stats. The only differences being their armor and voices. Their armor is dark blue and they typically have yellow goggles, though the shotgun soldiers sport red goggles instead. The words Nova Prospect are emblazoned onto their back armor as well as their shoulder. They also speak with a lower tone than their vocoder compared to standard Overwatch soldiers, showing the possibility of farther mechanical enhancements.
The Combine Elites are the highest tier of Combine soldiers. You see them in the Citadel section of the game. They have the strongest armor and the best accuracy, and this makes them really hard foes to defeat. They also have advanced battle tactics and work as a group. They also take advantage of the pulse rifle's alt fire, which allows them to shoot an energy ball. This allows them to deal significant damage to enemies. They also serve as Breen's personal bodyguards, and typically fight in squads of their own rank. They hardly ever fight in squads with other Combine classes. You can also see Combine Elites in the chapter Entanglement when starting up the teleporter. While the other Overwatch units have been transfigured by Combine technology, it is possible that Combine elites have been altered even further than the standard soldiers. The advisors are large, pale, grub-like creatures with no discernible facial features. They have a cybernetic eyepiece on the left-hand side of their faceplate. Advisors possess a long, prehensile tendril that protrudes from their front. They use it to kill creatures by driving it straight through the skull. Using it, they're able to extract information and memories from the mind of their prey. Each advisor wears a skin-tight olive-green bodysuit that covers all but both ends of their bodies, with a collar around their necks adorned with golden glyphs. Some advisors also have a pair of spindly black robotic arms strapped to their back, and they're capable of grabbing and lifting an adult human. Combine advisors have a wide range of odd vocalizations, from robotic growls and groans to loud shouting noises and screeching. Combine advisors possess considerable telepathic and telekinetic abilities. They're able to communicate telepathically with Dr. Breen, as demonstrated near the end of Half-Life 2, and launch psychic attacks to ward off unwanted attention. Such attacks take the form of mostly harmless visions which warp the perceptions of those affected, and also appear to cause severe headaches. Grunts are the most common type of Combine seen in Half-Life Alyx. They're typically in groups of 3 or 4. You hardly ever see them on their own. They're usually in squads led by a Combine Ordinal or Captain. They wear a white outfit with minimal armor, which makes them pretty weak and easy to take out. In addition to being easy to kill, they have a tank on their back that makes it even easier to kill them if you get a good shot at the red part at the top. It will only explode if you hit the red bit. Nowhere else counts apparently. They're armed with pulse SMGs, which are quite similar to the one that Alyx wields, and will only use the grenades to get you out of hiding. If you get too close, they'll kick or bash you with the bottom of their weapon. If you deal a significant amount of damage to the head, you'll actually be able to partially blow off parts of their face mask, and you can see the gross gore inside. You can even see part of the mechanical wiring coming out of their eyes. While these Combine soldiers may have physical augmentations, they haven't been brainwashed as much as the other soldiers. You can actually see this in that Strider scene where the Combine soldiers are joking around with Overwatch. The Combine Grunts even seem to taunt Alyx by saying things like, "You can come out now," or "Target is friendly." The Grunts also have less distorted voices, which indicates they are more human.
Approaching target. Proceeding on infected. Echo 1 has sector ID and is moving on infected.
You can get the achievement Propane by shooting the gas tank on the back of a Grunt, subsequently killing them. The Grunts have different models to the head. I'll just show them on screen now. The Combine Captain lead a squad that can consist of a few Grunts and a single Combine Charger or Suppressor. They wear a dark blue outfit along with medium amount of armor. They also carry a backpack that appears to be a radio transceiver. The Captains have pulse rifles, and they look really similar to the one found in Half-Life 2. They can also deploy manhacks, and manhacks pretty much serve the same purpose that grenades do. The Captains can be heard giving out orders to the rest of their squad. We see the effect this has because as soon as the Captain is killed, the squad's behaviour becomes unorganised and rushed. This makes it crucial that you have to take out the Captain first before taking out the rest of the squad. While they have more armour than the Grunts, they don't have as much as the heavy units. They have pistol ammo on their suit, however we can't see them wielding a sidearm, so the point of the ammo is unknown. Combine Chargers or Heavies are huge enemies to combat against. Thanks to their heavy armour that covers most of their body, you have to hit headshots if you want a slight chance of beating them. They're equipped with a heavy shotgun that basically wrecks you if you want to get close. It's better to pick them off from a distance behind cover. Because they're so large, they actually move quite slow, which can allow you to get a distance so you can shoot them. Along with having heavy armour, they also wield a shield that is impervious to bullets. While the shield is up, he won't be able to shoot you, so it's a good idea to try and get behind him. He'll keep it up for a short period, but after the shield goes down, if you're looking at it, you'll get flashbanged for a few seconds. Chargers specialise in pushing forward and getting you into a corner. They can easily kill you quickly if you aren't prepared. You can get the achievement Indirect Approach by killing a charger while their shield is up. The first time you see a charger is actually during the opening sequence where Eli gets captured by the Combine. Suppressors are very similar to the Combine Chargers. They support armor plating over most of their body, and their main feature is that they have a minigun type weapon that they use to pick you off from a distance. The tactics involve being really defensive. This is very contrary to the Combine Charger. They will stand their ground and kill anything that moves. The name comes from the fact that they will suppress you while other Combine units close in on your position. They're a pretty big threat, and they must be killed quickly, otherwise you'll have some big problems. Their face mask is very unique compared to the other Combined soldiers, in that their eyes are smaller and glow bright yellow. Their armour is very unique as well, and there is a Combine insignia on the left part of the chest on top of an armour plating. This video took me a while to make, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support me, consider becoming a patron. You get cool perks like exclusive hammer tutorials and behind the scene videos.